What's up, guys? It's Andrew, it's Coach, bringing you guys another comic book review. We're in here, inside of All-Star Comics and Collectibles in Lindenhurst, New York. It is one of our local comic shops, and we're filming in here. It's awesome. Nice background going on here, but we are talking about Savage Sword of Conan #1. It's Conan, so I had to get it, obviously. When I read the first issue of Conan, I was like, this is really good.
Conan the Barbarian.
Conan
Yes.
the Barbarian. Read that, very good. Then watched the movie, very good as well. And then it got me hyped for this. Also, this cover is sexy because it is Alex Ross.
Right.
So, this is actually issue 236 of Savage Sword of Conan with the legacy numbering. But if you notice, it's the regular comic size. It's not like the prestige format like
Well,
it was.
when Savage Sword of Conan was out, it was almost like a magazine size back in the days. I'm talking 40 years ago, and it was that was where it was black and white, and there was no comics code. So there were, topless women, and there was just violence, but like holding up heads or cutting guys' arms off and stuff. There was no comics code to it, so you would get it. It was kind of like the taboo of the time where you can get it as a kid. You can get a rated R movie in a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. What's nice about King Conan coming back, Savage Sword of Conan, is at this point in here, he's already a king. So Conan the Barbarian is, I'm going to be king one day, but let me go out and cut people around, and let me do what I got to do. In this, he's already a king. But, starts off on the ship.
Yeah, so, well, before we start talking about it, spoilers if you don't want it. We're just going to go through
Yes.
quickly run through it. But he's, it looks like he's king here, because I know, so he's king here, he's eating, and then...
On the first page. And
then we cut to him shipwrecked,
Right.
eating a shark, which is pretty awesome.
Now, here's my thing. It starts off where he's King Conan, and he's in the throne room, and he's eating with his queen, maybe, or concubine. And then the next page, it starts off with the shipwreck.
So I'm assuming
this is before?
I'm assuming
or
this
after?
this is before, because it's kind of like a nice transition. Yet something is wrong. The smell, the taste.
Right, and he's eating,
foul.
and of course Conan, he can kill a shark easy. It's not a big deal.
Or it's maybe like a hallucination because he's eating a shark.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or something.
Or is
it's
he?
not really clear. Doesn't matter. But he's eating a shark, which is pretty badass.
Well, also too, when the slavers find him, he's in bad shape.
Yeah.
So he's hallucinating stuff. So maybe it's kind of one of those things.
So these slaver dudes find it, but like there's a panel where they're skeletons, and then for the rest of the book they aren't.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
on
he's
the cover,
hallucinating.
yeah. So either that, but on the cover he's also fighting skeletons. But and then the name of the thing is the Cult of Kugathon. So maybe it's like maybe they are skeletons, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Then he gets thrown into like the pit. He gets kind of nursed back to health by this one dude, and he basically like beats the crap out of the guards and gets out. And then the ship sinks, and he leaves with this guy who's actually chained. They're chained together, Conan and this one dude, and Conan opens this box that he stole from the ship, and there's just sand in it. But then his third eye opens up, and he sees a bunch of stuff, which is interesting. And he sees like some things that maybe are yet to come in the following issues, I'm assuming.
Well, it's typical where he stole the thing, he opened it up, and now they know who Conan is. So maybe they want the box back. That's gonna set us up for the future.
Yeah.
So what I like is in the Conan universe.
And that's pretty much it. That's all that happens.
And in the Conan universe, it's a sword and sorcery. So if you're a Dungeons and Dragons guy or a Middle Earth guy, there's swords and sorcery and sword fighting and whatnot. But the thing is with Conan is he's almost unbeatable in a fight, almost. But he's scared of anything that has to do with magic or mysticism or anything that's supernatural. So, and then if you read the old Conan the Barbarian, it was like he was fighting this guy, but because of his superstition of mysticism, he kind of hesitates for a second, and they knock him out or whatever. So, but the story was great. Now I have an issue. I didn't like the artwork. the artwork inside, it's that over stylized wannabe Joe Kubert artwork.
So I see where you're coming from, but it also is like more gritty. Like Conan goes crazy in this. Like he
No, I
he
understand
rips
that.
out a bone to pick of a guard to pick the lock
Yeah,
of a thing, which was awesome, obviously.
But
But
he's Conan, he could do that.
yeah, but
Because remember, he's still a thief.
I felt that the art fit for the story,
Yeah,
even though it wasn't that good.
I don't think so. I don't think it should. I don't think it's gritty. I think it's just. I don't like this.
Ron Garney is the artist.
Yeah, not too crazy about it. The cover is awesome. The
yeah,
cover for
obviously.
next month is awesome.
Yeah, this one.
But
which comes out in 2 weeks, so we get double Savage Sword of Conan
Right.
this month. And then we also get a little bit of chapter 1 of a Conan novella, which is different from the one in Conan the Barbarian. So you're getting the comics each month, plus chapter of the novella, which is pretty cool.
Right.
And I
well, originally because Conan was written as a novel.
Yeah.
So why not?
and yeah, and then I'm kind of interested to see the like how Conan is going to deal with this guy and how the guy is going to deal with Conan, because they're chained together and they can't they tried breaking apart but they couldn't. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a funny thing.
My only comedy relief in
my only worry is that if I don't want it to be like too much
comedy.
I
don't think it will, but also I think that I have a feeling that these two guys are going to become begrudgingly friends and they're
Yeah.
going to move forward. So
Yeah, but all in all, this was good. Except you didn't like the art, but this was.
it was okay. It was all right. I didn't care for it, but it was okay. It didn't take away from anything of the book itself.
Yeah, yeah. This was very good. This is also a great place to start reading Conan as well.
Right.
Obviously, it's number one, but like this and the Conan the Barbarian book that came out in January.
You know what?
Go back and even pick those issues up.
If you don't, I mean, if you read comic books, you kind of know what Conan is. So by just reading this, and you don't even have to, you could, pick up 1 and 2, or just pick up this, or it's pretty good.
This is, if you want to read Conan, this is a
It's good.
great place to start, and also even read the Conan the Barbarian book. Now, first question. Well, the real question is, what was better, this or the Conan the Barbarian number 1?
I don't know. I like them both.
I
You
did
know what
like
it
them
was?
both.
You know what? Back in the day, there was 3 Conan books out.
Yeah.
There was King Conan, Savage Sword of Conan, and Conan the Barbarian. And you bought them all, and they were all different timelines, and they didn't kind of mix into each other.
Yeah.
Conan the Barbarian was more like even when they came out with the new ones, the reprints.
Yeah.
It was like
True Believers.
Yeah. Conan would be here, something bad would happen, he'd figure it out, kill a few guys, and keeps walking on, hopefully one day to be king.
Yeah.
And then they had King Conan come out, which we actually have that, the original, but it was
first
great
one, yeah.
because he was already a king, but he's still a badass.
Yeah.
So Conan universe coming back is, I think, one of the best things.
Yeah, and this was pretty good. Any last thoughts or?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah. Now, also, Red Sonja, I don't think will be showing up in these books because Dynamite just put out a number 1 for her, so
Whatever.
which is kind of disappointing.
Well, they probably came out with it because this is becoming so popular. So hey, let's get a Red
Yeah.
Sonja book out.
So I don't know, but this was pretty good. Definitely gonna keep reading it, and that's pretty much it. So guys, if you did like the video, why don't you give this video a like? I'm gonna have the end screen playlists and stuff like that here. Also, if this is your first time here, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel for more comic book reviews and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we will see you in the next one.